today is a very good day because a friend of the channel who goes by Rob's Media, he recently made this long-awaited video. I mean, I've been biting my nails at the thought of this video. I'm like, when is it coming out? I need this in my life ASAP. I need this in my life ASAP. He dropped the Content Nuke, and Denims is someone that I've covered here on the channel quite a bit. So he dropped this 2-hour-long video, and as a matter of fact, I responded to this the second it came out. I said on Twitter, getting my popcorn right now, and that is exactly what we're gonna be watching today. Now, the video is 2 hours long. It's over 2 hours long. It's a whole ass movie. Some of the stuff in this video is stuff that I already covered, stuff that I already talked about, and I don't want to repeat the same stuff over and over again. But since the video is 2 hours long, there's so much stuff that I'm even surprised to know. I haven't seen it. I just seen the chapters and I'm like, I haven't seen this. I haven't talked about this. I didn't know about this. So this is going to be a brand new experience for you and I. The clowning of Denims is here. Anytime I get to clown on one of these fucking idiots, it's a must. So with that said, make sure you have your popcorn. Make sure you subscribe to the Sensitive Society channel, and make sure you subscribe to the Rob's Media YouTube channel. And now that you're subscribed to both channels and you dropped a like on both, we can now start.
Terrible crime. It's just a terrible crime.
Denims only brings this all up because she's salty that Ethan referred to her as an ex-Destiny orbiter.
You'll notice when we get to the next clip, Ethan Klein put a banner labeling me as an ex-Destiny orbiter. He's doing this to distract from the fact that he's currently orbiting Destiny.
Now here's the clip that she's referring to.
She is an ex-Destiny orbiter. In fact, it's rumored, I'm pretty sure that they had a sexual relationship. I never fucked Destiny. Say what you will about me, but I never fucked Destiny.
You're saying that wasn't your dick in the leak?
Not my dick, buddy. Not this dick.
Denims sleeping her way to the top? I would have never seen that coming. Wink, wink. I mean, she just seems like the type of girl to do that, to advance her virtual online career just a little further, you know what I mean? She went from Destiny's dick to Hasan's dick, and who knows whose dick she's gonna bounce off next. Make sure you place your bets in the comments below.
And Ethan is referencing the supposed leaked DMs, where Denims is down to fuck Destiny.
Here we have Denims. It really sucks that we didn't fuck Destiny. Oh, you've still got part of the date left. You could do it, but wait, are you actually serious? Yada yada yada. So it looks like Denims wanted that Destiny D, and hey, I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, I'm seeing this picture right here, and it's like, I'm salty I didn't get to fuck Destiny. I would too be crying if I didn't get to smash him. So you know what, Denims? I feel your pain. Maybe we're more alike than you would like to think. Denims could have had it all. She truly could have had it all, but decided not to. If I'm not mistaken, she went from orbiting around Destiny to kickstart her career or make herself a little bit more popular. Then she was like, okay, I sucked you dry, virtually of course. She's just jumping from person to advance her career, and that is what we call a gold digger. That is what we call a hoe. I don't know, does that mean? I don't know, now I feel bad. I'm having post-joke clarity, guys. Please bear with me, alright? I'm not 32 yet. I haven't reached empathy.
I mean, hey, who wouldn't be down to fuck this high-value specimen? After Ethan brought up a response on stream, Denims' main comeback was to call Ethan a coward for not reacting to her whole video, claiming that he simply clip-chimped her.
It is really funny that all of my haters, all of my enemies, can only hate me by splicing clips of me and being totally disingenuous.
I mean, not really. You just kind of do this to yourself for being a fucking moron. Like, honestly, at that point, if it got leaked that I wanted to, I don't know, fuck Destiny, if I was Denims, I would just own it. I'll be like, yeah, and what? I shot my shot. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Sue me, all right? At least I fucking tried, bitch. Because it's like, you can only go about this in two ways. You could either cope and be like, I had a lapse of judgment. Or you could be like, yeah, you know, I did it. So what? That's the route that I will go for 100% of the time. Because then the ops don't have any more ammunition on you. Just be like, yeah, so what? I did it. Now, in the big 25, you have 3 different options in case texts ever get leaked. You could either deny it and cope and see. You could own it, or the last option, the 2025 update, you could just be like, that's AI. Oh yeah, me saying that word, that's completely AI. I never said that. God bless AI, humanity's greatest creation.
It's sad. It's sad. It's really, really sad. It's kind of pathetic. I'm gonna be honest, man.
Can the smooth brain wench not go one video without projecting? I mean, this is the same person who goes out of her way to not watch people's videos, and instead waits for Banana Panada to react to them first. edginess can be
Holy, oh my god, I haven't seen this person in years. Oh my god, this is like a flashbang. I just got PTSD. The type of PTSD FROGAN would wish upon me and the military. Now, long story short, guys, this is a YouTuber who went by Jaden, and their career pretty much crashed and burned because they were fucking insane. They were not mentally stable. It's been years since I've seen a photo or anything related to them. I completely forgot about them. This is disturbing. This took me back to 2021, 2022, around that time. Oh my god, scary times. Is this person alive anymore? If anyone knows. Those are like my go-to words. Whenever there's an idiot on my comment section or on Twitter or on IG, there's an op, there's a hater, I'm just like, you're a retard and I'm richer than you. I guess Denims and I will never get along, so that is very unfortunate. I couldn't secure the iconic plus-size icon that is FROGAN. I couldn't secure Denims. It's like, I'm just meant to live the rest of my life a very lonely man. I shot my shot 2 times, it completely missed. I couldn't go Kobe mode in the 2000s. Well, if you know the Kobe situation from the 2000s. Not 2000s Kobe, 90s Kobe, right? Was Kobe playing in the 90s?
And yes, I know, it's a Buddhist symbol and the sword is from an anime. But Hasan bought it, knowing it looks like the symbol of the Nazis.
That's a back. That's like a bag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It immediately goes for the swastika one. Got it.
I like this already much better. You're the one who owns this. Remember when we did that?
They're doing this as a dog whistle because they think it'll make Ethan crash out. Just own up to it. I mean, this is the same bitch who said Muda's thumbnail to the Keffels video as a dog whistle for transphobia, because she was like drawn ugly.
This is a very gross portrayal of someone who is a trans woman. This is like,
I mean, that is legitimately how she looks like, all right? Any other pictures, that's like 30 filters and like 45 pounds of makeup. This is how Keffels genuinely looked like, all right? Let's not beat around the bush, guys. Let's not be nice or polite. This is literally Keffels. And no, it was not transphobic. And honestly, this was like the last good Mudahar video that came out. Like, I think this is like legitimately one of the last videos I've ever seen from him. So, I don't know, maybe the Keffels curse is real. Israel? Okay. You know, I hate this whole safe, edgy shit. It's like, guys, look at me. I'm so edgy. I'm gonna say something that's so fucking not edgy, and everyone's gonna agree with me. And the normies are going to think this is incredibly base, but in reality, it's something that 100% of the population agrees with. It's like, bro, you're not brave. You're not stunning. You're not funny. If anything, you just come across as a fraud. And safe edgy to me is people like Ludwig, Denims, and a lot of other YouTubers. It's so performative, so you can be like, yeah, guys, I still have just a little edge to me. Just a little bit. I'm still cool. I'm still very much hip and cool, guys. Where the fuck was I going with this? Oh yeah, I mean, Rob's media is in line. Denims, Hasan, FROGAN, and others are safe edgy. And then the second they get just a little bit of backlash, it's like, oh, I'm panicking, guys. I promise, guys, I was just joking. It's satirical, it's a joke. I promise I'm not this disgusting. I promise I'm not a Nazi. It's like, dude, just own it. Just be like, yeah, I like the Nazi symbol. It looks cool. Go full yay. I mean, I wouldn't blame you. It's like when Hasan was talking about his favorite flags and he pulls up a terrorist flag. It's like, honestly, the Nazi flag does go a lot harder. I don't know. Is that based? I think that's the difference between safe edgy and the safe edgy being Hasan, and then I guess truly, well, not truly, because that's kind of corny and kind of gay. Actually being edgy or committed, I don't know. It's I guess it's all about perspective.
Right-wing freaks.
I mean, I don't think I've ever bought American Eagle pants or anything, but I mean, if that's the case, I guess it's time to go to the mall, guys. Rob, you're supposed to agree with everyone. How fucking dare you have a different opinion than I or others? Having your own opinion in 2025? Dude, I'm fucking dropping a dislike. I'm unsubscribing. This is too far. How fucking dare you have this thought that they shouldn't be banned? I mean, I think they should have, but we all know we can't disagree in the big 25, so I'm going to report this video for misinformation. Fuck Rob's Media. Definitely do not subscribe to him, guys, and his channel and video are definitely not linked below.
She jokes.
Oh yeah, bass, tech tone, and we're literally the same for real. I mean, just like Kanye West said, you know, I get all of my OnlyFans leaks off of Reddit. I bootleg them.
Whatever they do on OnlyFans, because I get my OnlyFans off of Reddit. I bootleg the OnlyFans.
Since I don't watch any Twitch, this was like the first time I became aware of who Tectone was. This was around the time that he was starting to get more into drama or the commentary sphere. And this is when I'm like, oh, new bass guy to subscribe to and watch. I'm like, dude, I fuck with this guy. Why isn't this guy on YouTube more? And now he's on YouTube, and you know, I've talked to him a few times. Tectone has been nothing but sweet and really awesome. Tectone the GOAT, all right? And I will defend this man with my life. I will take a bullet for Tectone and maybe FROGAN, depends if she's nice to me. We're so alike for real. We all watch Denims clips, but offline. Shouldn't bother.
Denims responded by tagging Twitch support, clearly wanting them to ban him. I don't care what logic she uses. She is advocating for him to get banned.
It's like, you have no way. Just shut the fuck up. It's really that simple, really. How is this sexually harassing? It's just a comment. It's not like he sexually harassed you. You know what I mean? It's just like a fucking edgy joke / comment. It's not that deep. You yourself promote your OF in your bio. Please stop playing the victim.
Yet at the same time, she'll get her knickers in a twist about how her ban was so unfair, and that the people advocating for it are scumbags. If you think Tectone's statements are ban-worthy, then so are yours. I don't think either should get banned, but Twitch has incredibly strict rules that seem to affect certain creators over others. The reason why so many people were happy over Denims and her friends getting banned is because they constantly break Twitch's rules time and time again. It's a problem with inconsistency. In May of this year, it was announced that former US President Joe Biden has stage 4 prostate cancer. Denims' response was to go on stream and celebrate. She was blasting the Crab Rave song with the most inexpressive face possible.
That it's in a very aggressive form of cancer, and group 5 means that.
This bit is legitimately unfunny. It's the kind of thing me and my friends did in 10th grade when the meme was actually popular.
Dancing rave crab in 2025/2024. Like, holy shit, these people are boring. I think that's their biggest crime. They're just so lame. I imagine them as the dorky kids in school with like no friends, they eat glue, and no one likes them and they get bullied. They're just the unfunniest motherfuckers ever. They're so sad, they're so spineless, they're so pathetic. They're just a bunch of fucking losers. That's exactly what they are. They're not charismatic. The only thing is like, yeah, they're kind of hot, but that's about it. You know what? Appearances can only take you so far. You eventually have to talk, and just the thought of having a conversation with Denims for more than 30 seconds puts me to bed. You know, she could be bad, but the second she opens her mouth and is either making jokes or just talking about stuff, I'm like, I want to kill myself.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to like comedy, dude. I should be able to make fun of the guy who didn't try at all to get a ceasefire. Later proven to be true that he didn't try at all to get a ceasefire, and in fact just kind of told Benjamin Netanyahu, yeah, that's fine. No, that's fine. Could you do the genocide more quiet?
She doesn't cite any sources for that, by the way. I looked into this, and it seems like Biden was constantly pushing for a ceasefire. Either way, I do think Denims should be able to mock his eventual death, even if many would find it insensitive. My problem comes with the fact that she'll shun others for making jokes about the deaths of people she does like. This leads us to Aaron Bushnell. Aaron was a US Air Force serviceman who lit himself on fire outside the Embassy of Israel in Washington, D.C. Most would find this depressing, seeing that this mentally ill guy killed himself. But leftists found it inspiring because he screamed, "Free Palestine," before dying in permanent blackface.
Nah, Shane Dawson flashbang. Permanent blackfaces? That's crazy. Oh my gosh.
I think for most of us who have seen this, which I'm assuming it's almost everyone in here, I think all of us feel a sort of sense of respect and a desire to honor his wishes.
Denims then tries to argue that Aaron didn't technically commit suicide, dismissing the legal definition.
At the very least, when I think of the word suicide, or I think of someone who committed suicide, I think of someone who was like, I cannot bear the burden of being alive any longer. You are engaging in the means for the ends. Your primary goal is to stop existing. Whereas the goal for Aaron Bushnell was not to stop living. The goal was to get people to care more about this issue.
What? What? Listen, guys, I don't like getting political. It's like you can almost see the smoke coming out of her ears trying to think of stuff to say. This wasn't suicide, because when you want to suicide, when you want to game over, you don't want to live anymore. But when you do this, you want to live, but you want to send a message. So am I making sense, chat? Are you guys thinking of me as a very big brain individual yet, chat? Like, look at her face. She has no idea what to say. She's trying to justify this so badly. Oh my god.
Versus in the example someone in chat gave, someone like staying behind to make sure everyone else lives. That is not someone that we would say is committing suicide, right? Because their goal is not death. Their goal is saving other people's lives. And the goal, I think, is the most important thing, which is, again, why most people don't call it suicide. Is it textbook suicide? Yeah. Is it under a legal definition? Did he commit suicide? Yes.
All right, hold on. Let me just say this before Rob starts speaking again. Denims, you clearly very much care about Palestine versus Israel. Hasan also really cares. FROGAN also really cares. Why don't you light yourself on fire to send a message? I don't know. Have you thought about doing that? Why doesn't Hasan go there if he cares so much and he's a true journalist, on the ground journalist? Why hasn't he gone there? These people are always virtual signaling. These people always want people to know they care. They're always doing the the right thing. It's like, okay, you know, that's awesome that you care. Why don't you do something about it? Because anyone can tweet, anyone could come on here and be like, yeah, this is bad and this is good. Does that fix anything? Your little hashtags, your little TikToks, your little reels aren't doing shit. And of course, this is taking it to extreme, and I know it's not realistic, but I don't know, Denims. According to you, that person really cared about the movement, and this was his way to speak without speaking, even though he did say free Palestine, right? It's like he clearly cared about it, and of course, it was suicide. Let's not dance around that issue. Someone that clearly isn't mentally all there. It's like, if you care so much, why don't you go there and set yourself on fire while screaming that? For once in your life, do something productive.
He was mentally ill and killed himself.
He commit suicide, yes.
This guy didn't save anyone. He was mentally ill and killed himself. This is like if a guy tied a noose around his neck and said, "Rape is bad," before jumping. He didn't stop all rapes. He just took the time to virtue signal before dying.
Rape is good.
I bring all this up because Denims then reacts to an Ethan clip and gets offended once a joke is made.
It was absolutely insane how he like stood the whole time. That was crazy. I didn't know how that's humanly possible. Again, not to put this uncouth, but he's a champ at fucking burning alive. I mean, that sounds bad, but he did it really good. Does that sound bad?
I love the chat. What the fuck? What? This isn't the safe edgy we're used to. This is now too far, guys. What a bunch of pussies, honestly.
Hello? Hello? He's a champ at burning alive? Oh my fucking god.
She stands there, dumbfounded for another couple minutes, chastising Ethan for not picking his words carefully.
I understand why people want to go, like, he's a hero. Like, I understand that because he made this ultimate sacrifice the most gruesome way possible, right? And so I understand the impulse of being like, I don't want that to, I want to honor that sacrifice. Monks do self-immolation. Yeah, I know. When they're like under tyrannical oppression by the Chinese and have literally no way for the voices to be heard.
I love that he managed to get in a China bad comment. It's a great mwah.
No argument against what he said, just label it as China bad. I'm sure she'd love to expand on that, but that bagel just looks so good.
This is the person shaming you for not saying free Palestine every single day. And what are you doing for it? You're just live streaming eating a fucking bagel. You fucking Twitter fake activist. You're not doing anything. If you really care, go there and do something about it. Instead of sitting in your AC room in your comfy chair eating a fucking bagel, do something productive with your life. Actually be there and get back to us on that.
A year ago, in my Why I Hate BreadTubers video, one of the things I criticized the leftist creators for is their overuse of certain buzzwords. They'd throw around certain labels in order to automatically dismiss their critics, no matter how valid that person's perspective is. The problem is that these creators never—
Not fucking Ethan is online. I mean, Eden Riley. Bro got bullied so hard he had to switch genders. Oh my god, imagine getting bullied into becoming trans. I am very proud to say I might be the main reason for that. Me and Diesel Patches, can't say this without laughing. Diesel Patches and I made Ethan is Online transition into Eden Riley.
properly define the words they're using, leading to certain terms running stale and becoming overused. This has already happened to phrases like alt-righter, fascist, transphobe, etc.
I am very much proud to say that I am all, just for the record.
But now, the new word is sloptuber, primarily used by Hasan Piker and those who follow him.
SlopTube. I didn't coin this term, but SlopTube typically refers to content creators, not necessarily just YouTubers, who create run-of-the-mill drama commentary or pop culture content, typically from what they claim to be an apolitical perspective.
And this is hard work. I don't know who the fuck coined the term SlopTuber, but whoever that was deserves to be set on fire. I don't know, maybe that's too far. Maybe I'm actually pushing it here a little bit on youtube.com. That is why this video is live on Patreon and it came out first. Patreon link below for the raw edginess. That Sensitive Society should be on YouTube, but I have to control myself. So SlopTube this, SlopTube that. Anyone that says that is a soy boy. And yes, I am bringing soy boy back into the 2025s. I hate the term SlopTube. Well, I don't hate it. It kind of feels like I am a very proud run-of-the-mill SlopTuber. You know, life is good. I can't complain. But I hate people that are like, yeah, that's slop. My content is superior. And it's like, sure, it might be superior, but not every everyone's content needs to be like that. I don't want to spend 4 fucking months working on a video that's gonna get 5K or 10K views. Are you crazy? If I'm gonna get those views, I'm gonna get them in like 2 hours. I don't know, it has to be worth it. It has to be worth it.
SlopTube content ranges from covering interpersonal beefs between YouTubers all the way over to political commentary that's supposed to be somewhat centrist, but often carries water for the right. I don't use the term SlopTube as a pejorative. I actually engage in the slop every now and then. I think there are certain creators in this realm who do a really good job. I also concede the point that left-wing YouTube or BreadTube or whatever it's called is definitely home to some annoying motherfuckers, so...
This isn't slop, guys. This is real work. Eating while watching a YouTube video. Now that is hard work. Hasan is political slop. Let's just call it what it is. Hasan is political slop. If anything, he's more slop because 90% of the stuff that gets uploaded to his YouTube channel is just stuff from his live streams. All right, it's not even edited, and if it is, it's like barely edited. So yeah, Hasan, you are a political slop tuber. Congrats.
Let's call it weaponized ignorance.
How good is that sandwich, Hasan?
The online viewership wants drama. They don't want actual fucking geopolitical analysis. They want slop. So the people that are doing that slop, that also don't treat this with the importance, the issue with the importance of it, that it deserves, piss me off to no fucking end. Especially when they take a position without actually actively saying what that position is, which is presenting themselves as people who are against, seemingly, a whole bunch of the pro-Palestinian content creators. It's a very cowardly way of taking a stance without saying what your stance actually is.
SlopTube is essentially just a catch-all term for commentary channels that don't 100% agree with Hasan. That's it. If you don't talk about this complicated geopolitical topic in a way that I like, you're a lazy, terrible content creator. But when I lazily react to YouTube videos while eating my lunch, that's not sloppy because I have the correct takes. His stance on this just comes across as pure projection most of the time.
This is my job. It happens to be a unique instance where it's not only my job, but it's also something that I have personally experienced. This is not a crash out. This is called political commentary. I know that so many of you are so firmly locked in on drama and slop and can't understand news and commentary.
Bro, that's literally your channel. What are you on about? You make soy faces in the thumbnails. You are slop, dude. I don't know why you're trying to be different. You're literally no different than anyone else. You just happen to be on the left. Congrats, I guess.
You are making a good argument. All that matters is that you're putting together enough things that are funny. The problem is when you're trying to break down a video on genocide, but you can't actually break down the video on genocide because you don't know anything about the topic.
Now, I just want to mention that I don't have any inherent issues with people who use this term. The problem is that their definitions are always so vague, so that they can worm their way around being called a SlopTuber. Cause let's be real here, Denims is one of the laziest content creators around. Not just in terms of the content she produces, but the level of research she pulls off.
She's actually lazier than me, believe it or not. I guarantee you, commentary channels, the daily fucking guys, they work so much harder than Denims, and I am willing to say that publicly. Denims just turns on her computer and sees what Hasan is doing and saying, and she's like, yeah, I'm just gonna copy and paste that. Whatever Hasan says, I'm just gonna say and agree with. I'm not gonna think for myself because I am a dumb, retarded bitch. But yeah, I don't know, SlopTuber's bad. I guarantee you fucking Diesel Patches and I spend more time on our videos than Denims does, and that is saying a lot, alright? That is saying a lot.
I mean, in this video alone, I showed how inaccurate her coverage of the Content Nuke and CPS situation was. In my first video on her, I mentioned how uneducated her takes were on the Balenciaga situation, the Keffels drama, and regarding Twitch's enforcement of not safe for work material. In my second video, I discussed her ignorant takes on the Ava Christyson drama, and her feud with JXE. And in the third video, I mentioned her heavily biased reporting regarding her enemies. And that's Denims' overall problem. She's too biased to be a trustworthy figure. She rarely shows evidence for her claims, and when she does, she twists it to fit her narrative. Yet she has the goal to vaguely shit on other people who she thinks do bad research.
We live in a crazy world right now where like you can just spend no time at all researching something and just talk about it however you'd like. And if other people are entertained, because I think a lot of people think that it's other people are convinced by the arguments, or that there are a bunch of fascists that are convinced, or they're already predisposed to being convinced. But I think it's just genuinely, I think it's a bunch of people just being entertained.
Are you describing yourself? Is this Denims literally just describing herself? Oh yeah, they don't do any research, they don't do anything, they just want to be entertained. That's literally you. What are you on about?
Like, they don't care what this person says, all they care is that they're entertained.
So you just described possibly 99.9% of the Denims fucking community. Let's just be honest here, guys. Do you think the average male who's straight watches Denims for her political takes? No, they're just there to see her because she's hot and because she has her tits out, all right? That's the only reason why she gets any viewers, any male viewers in the first place. And she knows that. She 1000% knows that. It's like no straight man with a little bit of self-respect would ever be like, yeah, time to watch some Denims.
In your Twitch stream, you want American.
People watch her. Again, you can literally use the same logic of Denims in her audience. Most of these people watch her to be entertained, or to jerk off. The only difference is that people like her prop themselves atop a moral high ground in order to sidestep any legitimate criticism as just plain ignorance. Yet she'll accuse commentary channels of doing the exact same thing.
I love Slop, dude. I love SlopTube. I love all the just like garbage videos that are totally garbage videos that mean absolutely nothing, just like funnel them straight into my feed. That's fine with me. The problem is like the slop tubers who like all they do is cover this stuff, and then they're like, actually I am an intellectual genius and I'm going to cover all of these topics even though I've never studied any of them or read anything about them or even know anything about any of these regions. Okay, great.
Yeah, prefacing a video with, I'm a dumb, big, idiot baby, but here's what I think about it. Really serious, grave, important topic.
Both of these guys should, I don't know if I want to say that. I mean, I'll just say this. Why don't you both to the Israeli embassy and do something? Why don't you guys do a protest over there? I mean, if you really care about the cause, take FROGAN, even though we might need a belt extender for FROGAN, but I think she could fit in the plane. Take Hasan, take Mr. Bat Empanada, you know, take all of those fucking losers, Mike from PA, this bitch Casey Tron, take them all and go to the Israeli embassy and do your protest there. Instead of virtual signaling, instead of being in your little computer behind the keyboard and making your slop videos, since you so much care about the cause, why don't you guys go there and actually do something meaningful and impactful for society? Have you guys thought about doing that? I mean, this has been going on for what, a year or two, and you guys have never thought once about going there, doing some on-the-ground journalism. I mean, Hasan did it with the LA riots. Why are we doing it for other places? If you guys care so much about the cause, why haven't you guys gone?
Because they don't care about what's true. They don't care about what's correct. They don't care about what's honest. They care about pushing their propaganda as hard as they can. And they're not going to listen to your arguments. They're not going to listen to your genuine criticisms. There's no point in engaging in good faith with people who aren't good faith actors. There is no point in engaging in that way. You should respond to people the way that they respond to you. If they are dishonest liars to you, then you can make fun of them. When they become interested in good faith arguments, good faith criticisms, then you can engage in good faith criticisms back.
Now, there are genuine concerns about these lawsuits setting a bad precedent when it comes to online streaming. However, I personally don't care if it mainly affects Twitch and their enforcement of their own rules, as that system clearly needs to be fixed. What I mean is that there's tons of massive streamers who have been permanently banned over single incidents, yet many others get off almost scot-free after breaking the same rules time and time again. My favorite example is Strawberry Tabby, a booby streamer who's been banned 10 times over showing nudity. The longest she's ever been banned for is just a week. Yet on YouTube, she doesn't even try showing nudity, since they'd outright ban her after 3 such incidents. Now YouTube's 3-strike system isn't perfect, as they've sometimes given creators 3 strikes in a single day, but inherently it's much better than Twitch, who doesn't seem to have a strict limit on what gets you permabanned. This is why so many streamers on there have gotten away with flat-out copyright infringement. Casey Tron has been banned before over watching the movie Total Recall on stream, yet got unbanned after 2 days and went right back to lazily watching other people's work. These people probably don't even think what they're doing is wrong, since they never get proper punishment for breaking Twitch's guidelines.
I mean, they're just stealing content. I mean, that's exactly what it is. Imagine if I just sat here for like 8 minutes and I'm eating, I don't know, a fucking sandwich or Subway. I mean, a sandwich is Subway. I don't know, fucking Burger King. I'm just like, yeah, man, that's crazy. Anyways, let's resume the video. I don't know, let's let it play for another 10 minutes and then I'll say something like, wow, that's really awesome. Anyways, back to eating. That's just stealing content. There's a big difference between a reaction and just sitting there watching a fucking movie on Twitch.
If you agree with them politically, or if Dan Clancy finds you to be good wank-off material, you won't risk getting permabanned.
Goonie.
This is inherently why people hate Hasan and his orbiters. These people get away with violation after violation, while others risk permabans over similar behavior. Here on YouTube, you can't even play more than 20 seconds of a movie without a copyright claim. Nor can you play more than 6 seconds of a song. These people will watch entire films, and some streamers like MorgPie will just play copyrighted music in the background. Here on YouTube, if I call for Denims to be killed, I could risk this video getting taken down. Yet on Twitch, they get away with calling for violence. Despite these creators getting special treatment and being protected by a massive corporation, they cry like a bitch when they get hate online. And it's funny too, since these are all wannabe socialists, who rely on one of the biggest beacons of capitalism to stay afloat in the sphere of content creation. I'm not gonna cry a fucking river when Twitch streamers start having to face the consequences of their actions. Denims, get fucked. FROGAN, get fucked. Caseytron, get fucked. If you're just a regular streamer who obeys the rules, I don't have an issue with you. I have an issue with these airheaded homunculoids who constantly break the rules and whine when others do even less.
It's the virtual signaling for me. It's the I never did anything wrong, guys. Why am I getting hate? And then just a few days ago they were spreading hate, but the hate was directed towards someone they don't like, so that's okay. But when the hate is directed towards someone they like or them themselves, that's not okay and they need to be banned. What a bunch of hypocrites. And some of this stuff I had no idea even happened. So once again, shout out to Rob Media, the GOAT. Now, we've only seen half of it. I'm not here to steal his video. I don't want to be sued. So I'm just going to leave it here. The full video will be linked in the description below. I think it's worth a watch. I just wanted to talk about some of the stuff that I haven't covered because I've been covering Denims for a minute now. I think I've made 15 videos on her, which have done well. So I don't feel the need to just repeat myself. I just wanted to take a look at some of the stuff that I've never covered. But I think we accomplished that. We did learn a lot more about Denims. So now that you finish your snacks, I will now be heading out. I'm gonna go get some food. Some Chinese food sounds pretty good. And with that said, make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop a like. I'll see you next time. Bye.